going to talk about food. First, I'm going to talk about a balanced diet for a healthy body. First, grains give your body energy. For example, oatmeal and brown rice are very helpful grains. They can give you energy throughout the day. Next, meat and beans are good for your growth. This is because beef, poultry, fish, and beans contain protein. Protein makes your muscles, skin, hair, and nails healthy. Next, dairy products. Milk, cheese, and other dairy products have calcium in them. Calcium keeps your bones strong. Drinking milk or a yogurt smoothie is a healthy and tasty way to start the day. Don't forget your fruit and vegetables. They contain many vitamins and minerals. You need this for your body to work well. Most of them are also low in calories and fat. Each food has an important purpose in your body. Eating a balanced diet will help you stay healthy and strong. Next, I'm going to talk about a painting pieces made of wood. In the 1600s, an Italian painter, Giuseppe Arcimboldo, painted many portraits with a special twist. Look at this painting. From far away, the man just looked like a gardener. However, once you're closer, you can see many vegetables. How about this painting? From far away, this painting looks like a normal man. But if you look closely, his head is made of grapes, melons, tomatoes, pineapples, and more. The small objects in these paintings are worked together to create larger pictures of his time, of his face. Giuseppe Arcimboldo used his imagination to create unusual paintings. His paintings are like puzzles of fruit and vegetables. This helped him to become one of the most famous painters of his time. So, lastly, I want to talk about the origins of fruit name. Did you know that some fruits have interesting stories about their names? Banana comes from Arabic word banan. Banan means finger. When Arabians discovered this fruit, they thought it looked like a yellow finger. Many people think kiwi fruits come from New Zealand. Kiwi fruit really come from China. They were called Chinese gooseberries. New Zealanders changed the name to kiwi fruit because their brown, fuzzy skin looks like a kiwi bird. In the 16th century, a Portuguese explorer discovered the coconut. In Portuguese, coco means monkey's face. The explorer thought the three dark circles on the shell looked like a monkey. Next time you're at the grocery store, take a closer look at the fruit. Then try to guess how they got their names. Thank you.
That was great. All right, our next presenter is Michael Kim. He is also a fourth grade student from Daejeon Elementary School. He's going to talk to us about dinosaurs.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about dinosaurs. First of all, I want to tell you about fossils. How do you know about dinosaurs? Fossils teach us. Fossils are seen from ancient plants and animals. They are found in rocks. Scientists learn from bones and teeth fossils. They use leg bones to guess a dinosaur's height. Teeth fossils tell dinosaurs' age. Sharp teeth are from meat eaters, but flat teeth are from plant eaters. Footprint fossils show how dinosaurs walked and ran. Some dinosaurs walk on 2 feet. Others walk on 4 feet. Egg fossils show that dinosaurs came from eggs. Dinosaurs died long ago, but we still learn about them from their fossils. Next, I want to tell you about Tyrannosaurus Rex and Apatosaurus. Tyrannosaurus Rex and Apatosaurus are famous dinosaurs, but they did not live at the same time. They were very different dinosaurs. T-Rex was as long as a bus. It weighed almost 7 tons. It ran on 2 legs. It was a meat eater. It had giant, purple jaws and sharp teeth. Apatosaurus was bigger than T-Rex. It was as long as the buses. It weighed almost 38 tons. It walked on 2 legs. It ate plants. With its long neck, it could reach high loops. Lastly, I want to tell you about spending time with dinosaurs. In Alberta, Canada, there are 2 famous dinosaur places. First is Dinosaur Provincial Park, and the other is Royal History Museum. At the Dinosaur Provincial Park, you have a special area where there are real dinosaur bones in the ground. Because you learn how to look for fossils. You can find dinosaur bone and teeth. At the Royal History Museum, there are about 40 dinosaur skeletons inside. You can see T-Rex and Triceratops. Learning about dinosaurs is very interesting and fun. Thank you.
All right. Next presenter is Julia She is a 4th grade elementary student from Gongmyeong Elementary School. And she's going to talk to us about the bees.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about bees. Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about bees. I will start with the work of honeybees. Honeybees live and work together in a hive. They have different jobs. There is a queen, workers, and drones. The queen bee is the biggest. Only one queen bee lives in a hive. Her job is to lay eggs so new honeybees can be born. She lays about 2,000 eggs a day during the spring. The worker bees are the smallest in the hive, but there are many of them. They are all female. Their job is to protect the queen. They also collect food, make honey, and clean the hive. There are also drones in the hive. They are all male and they have huge eyes. Their job is to mate with the queen bee. They don't even collect food. The queen, workers, and drones all do their best in a hive. In this way, their hive can grow, stay strong. Next, I will talk about hexagonal honeycomb cells. A honeycomb cell has 6 sides, so it is a hexagon. But why are all honeycomb shells with circular shape? But why are all honeycomb cells shaped the same? A hexagonal shape takes more space than other shapes. What if bees build their honeycomb cells with circular shape? There will be gaps between the circles. A hexagonal shape doesn't leave gaps. What about a triangular or square shape? Both will fit together without gaps, but more wax is needed to make them. A hexagonal shape uses as wax. Hexagonal shapes can sit safely and tightly against each other. This makes the honeycomb structure very strong. Smart honeybees know that the hexagonal shape is perfect for them. It makes good use of space and material. It also strengthens the honeycomb structure very strong. Lastly, I want to tell you about sweet uses of honey. People usually use honey to make food sweet. But did you know that honey has other uses as well? Let's find out what honey can do. Honey can keep you healthy. If you have a cough, you can take a teaspoon of honey to stop it. Honey can also put on wounds to help them heal. Many people also believe you can eat honey to get a good night's sleep. You can also use honey to improve your appearance. Honey works as a great moisturizer for dry skin. You can put it on your face for 10 minutes and then wash it off. You can also use honey to make your hair softer. Honey can also make you stronger. If you eat honey before you exercise, it gives you extra energy. Next time you have a jar of honey, use it for something new. Thank you.
Okay, next student is our last fourth year student. He's a fourth grader. He is from Daejeon Elementary School as well. His name is Daniel Chang, and he's going to talk to us about desert.
Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about deserts. First, I am to tell you all about hot deserts. Deserts are very, very dry places. They get very wet and rain. In hot deserts, the temperature can reach 55 degrees Celsius. Deserts usually have lots of sand and rocks. Strong winds make hands with the sand. These hairs are called sand dunes. There are plants in deserts. Cactuses, bushes, and weeds all grow there. Some plants have long roots to find water under the ground. Other plants store water in their stems and leaves. Animals also live in deserts. You can see coyotes, lizards, and snakes. Many desert animals live in shady places or underwater in the daytime. They come out at night and eat squirrel. Next, I want to tell you about Sahara and the Gobi deserts. They are both huge and dry places, but they are very different from each other. The Sahara is the world's largest desert in the world. Our largest hot desert. It goes through 11 countries in North Africa. The desert is one of the hottest
desert in the world. It has strong winds and they create big sandstorms. There are also many sand dunes. The Gobi is in China and Mongolia. It is the fifth largest desert in the world. In winter, the Gobi is freezing cold. Sometimes it has snowstorms. The Gobi is also very rocky and has some mountains. Lastly, I will talk about some northern desert special cactuses. They are called saguaros. They have round trunks and curved branches. Saguaros look like living humans. These cactuses grow very tall. Some saguaros are 80 meters high. They grow very slowly. Their first branch takes about 60 years to grow. Saguaros are good at gathering water. They have roots near the ground surface. These roots collect water when it is rain. Some animals use saguaros as homes. Woodpeckers make holes in saguaros and live in desert. Inside them. The holes are safe places for their babies. Saguaros are amazing cactuses. If you ever visit the Saharan desert, look for them. Thank you.
Our next presenter is a 5th grade student from Samyuk Elementary School. Her name is Bonnie Park, and she's going to talk to us about salt.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about salt. First, I'm going to talk about a history of salt. During Stone Age, people ate a lot of red meat. Because red meat is naturally rich in salt, people didn't need to find salt elsewhere. However, as farming became popular and people ate more wheat than rice, they had less salt in their diets. So, people had to search for other ways to get salt. During 6000 BC, the Chinese began to collect salt from lakes to flavor their food. This is the oldest recorded history of salt production. Around 4500 BC, people in Central Asia mined rock salt underground. Around 3000 BC, the Egyptians began to collect salt from evaporated seawater. By 800 BC, the Chinese were producing salt by boiling seawater. It took less time than waiting for the seawater to evaporate. Because this method took a long time, salt was very valuable. In fact, it was even used as money. So, salt is now very cheap to buy, but it remains an important part of the human diet. Next, I'm going to talk about our bodies and salt. Adding a little salt to food can bring out the food's natural flavor. It can also be used to preserve food. It is essential to our health. Our muscles needed to move. Our hearts needed to beat. Even the brain and nerves need salt to communicate and function properly. If we do not get enough salt, the system in our body do not work well. We might get tired and our thinking might slow down. Our muscles might get sore, or we might get even headaches. However, too much salt can also harm our bodies. Scientists say that too much salt can cause high blood pressure. This is dangerous because it can lead to heart problems. Salt is an important mineral that our bodies need. However, it is wise to pay attention to the amount of salt in your diet if you care about your health. Lastly, I'm going to talk about Salar de Uyuni. Salar de Uyuni is located in southwest Bolivia. It is the largest salt-flat in the world. At over 12,000 square kilometers, it looks endless. When it rains, the area is covered with a thin layer of water. This water acts as a huge mirror for the sky. For example, this picture looks as if a giant is about to eat a tiny human. And this picture looks as if a dinosaur is about to eat a tiny human. Why do these pictures look real? Well, there are no objects to give perspective. Normally, when we see something, we have a way to tell distance and size. Our brains compare things to other nearby objects. However, on the Uyuni salt-flat, there is almost nothing to compare things with, so it is hard to judge the distance between objects. Salar de Uyuni gives tourists an opportunity to enjoy nature's wonders and fun at the same time. So, before you go, look up some fun photo ideas. Thank you.
Our next presenter is James Lee. He is a 5th grade student at Sangwon Elementary School, and he's going to come and talk to us about flowers.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about flowers. First, I'm going to talk about parts of plants. You can see many beautiful plants in the park. They are different, but they have something in common. Most plants have flowers, stems, leaves, and roots. Flowers are the most colorful parts of plants. Flowers are important because they help make new plants. Flowers make fruits and seeds. The seeds eventually grow into new plants. Stems grow above the ground. They carry water and nutrients from the roots to the leaves. These stems also help hold the plants up. This allows them to get sunlight. Leaves grow out from the stems. They make food for the plants. Leaves use sunlight, air, and water to make food. Roots grow mostly under the ground. They take in water and nutrients from the soil. Next, I will talk about national flowers. Did you know that most countries have their own flower? It is called the national flower. The Edelweiss is the national flower of Austria. It is small, white, and shaped like a star. It grows on the high mountains in Austria. The word Edelweiss means noble. The pink florets is the national flower of West India. It can grow very loud. It grows in muddy water. The word florets means pure and clean. The national flower shows the spirit of a country. It reminds people of the special beauty of their land. Lastly, I will talk about Robert Schumann's musical bouquet. Robert Schumann was a German composer. He lived during the Romantic period. He met his wife Clara in the mid-1800s. Robert was studying piano with Clara's father. Clara was also a pianist. They fell in love and decided to get married. Robert wanted to give Clara a special wedding gift. Robert wrote 26 songs for her. He named the 26 songs mushroom. He chose this name because the mushroom flower is a symbol of love in Europe. The songs came from 26 different famous poems about love. 5 days before their wedding, Robert finished with Mercy. He played it for Clara. Each song was like the flowers, and the 26 songs together were like a bouquet. Mercy became his most famous work. Thank you.
Okay. Our next presenter is Sally Yang. She is 6th grader from Dongmun Elementary School, and she's going to talk to us today about butterflies.
Hello everyone, I'm going to talk about butterflies. First, I'm going to talk about the life cycle of a butterfly. A butterfly comes from an egg. A mother butterfly lays the egg on a plant. After 3 to 12 days, a caterpillar hatches from the egg. The caterpillar eats the plant's leaves. It grows big and fat. It makes a hard shell around its body. Inside the shell, the caterpillar comes a pupa. The pupa doesn't eat or drink anything. Its body changes slowly. After 2 weeks, a beautiful butterfly finally comes into the world. Next, I'm going to talk about butterflies and moths. Butterflies and moths are similar. They both have 2 wings and 3 legs on each side. Then also long hollow tongues like straw. But butterflies and moths are different too. Butterflies and moths are bigger than moths. Butterflies have thin bodies and colorful wings. Moths are fat and furry. They have brown or gray wings. Butterflies fly around during the day, but moths fly around at night. Lastly, I'm going to talk about the happy butterfly dance. The happy are Native American in Arizona. In August or early September, they do the butterfly dance for 2 days. The happy use the butterfly dance to wish for rain and good health. They also dance to thank the butterflies because butterflies have plants grow. Happy dancers wear beautiful clothes. The girls wear butterfly crowns and colorful beads. The boys' clothes have special pictures of cloud and rain. To begin the butterfly dance, 2 happy boys start to sing. Then the girls dance lightly with the small steps. The boys also dance and shake ladders. As you can see, the butterfly dance is a joyful event for the happy. Thank you.
our 6th grade class, we have Jessie Kyung. She is 6th grade student from Samyuk Elementary School. She's going to talk to us today about the sea.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the sea. First, I'll begin with the Pacific Ocean. The Earth has 5 oceans. They are the Arctic, Atlantic, Indian, Pacific, and Southern Oceans. The Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean. It covers more than 30% of the Earth's surface. It's bigger than all the land on the Earth. It's also the Earth's deepest ocean. Its average depth is about 3,800 meters. Because the Pacific Ocean is so big, there are many continents around it. It touches South America and North America to the east. It also touches Asia and Australia to the west. The Pacific Ocean is big enough to be home to many sea animals. In this ocean, you can find large animals like whales, sharks, and dolphins. You can also find smaller animals like stingrays and eels. The name Pacific means peaceful. However, there is plenty of danger in this ocean. Earthquakes and tsunamis often occur in this ocean. Most of the Earth's volcanoes are located there too. Next, I'll talk about surviving under the sea. The ocean can be a dark and scary place. Sea animals have to work hard to keep themselves safe. Many sea animals do special things to protect themselves from danger. The octopus hides itself by changing its color and texture. It can turn brown, red, or gray. Its texture changes to look like rock or sand. The octopus keeps them away by squirting a cloud of black ink. Pufferfish stays safe by scaring its enemies. It gulps water and air to puff up like a balloon. It makes it look bigger. It also has spines and can release deadly poison. Sea cucumber fights its enemies. It releases sticky white threads which tangle up enemies. It can also squirt its poisonous organs from its tail to protect itself. Many sea animals do interesting things to keep themselves out of danger. In this way, they can all survive in the ocean together. Lastly, I'll talk about making music with the sea. Have you ever heard of the sea organ? It makes music just like a regular organ, but it is played by the sea. The sea organ is in Zadar, Croatia. An architect named Nikola Basic designed it. It is made of steps of white stone. The steps are 70 meters long. They run along the coast of the sea. Underneath them, there are 35 musical tubes. You can see the openings of the tubes along the top of the steps. How does it work? The movement of the sea pushes air into the organ. After the air goes through the tubes, it comes out of the holes on top. When that happens, you can hear different musical notes. you can sit by the sea and enjoy the sea organ someday. Thank you for listening.
Okay, the last presenter for the elementary division. By the way, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention something. There is a disclosure at the back of the program that states that all the images and videos presented in this presentation are from our textbook subject link and Google image and from YouTube video, just so we know we're not infringing on copyright laws. All right, our next presenter is Kelly Jung. She is a 6th grade student in Pansok Elementary School. She's going to come and talk to us about sound.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about sound. First, I will talk about how we hear sound. When you hear something, the air molecules around it start to shake. These vibrating molecules shake the other molecules nearby. The vibration is passed on like a wave. When it reaches your ear, it causes tiny hairs inside to shake. The nerves under the hairs sense this and send a message to your brain. Your brain reads this message as sound. In order to travel, sound needs a medium. This medium can be a solid, a liquid, or a gas. This is why we cannot hear sound in outer space where there is no air. Next, I want to talk about the noisy world under the ocean. The sea may seem peaceful and quiet. However, the silent-looking world under the sea is actually not silent. This is because of all the noise that humans make. They sail boats across the sea and play war sports by the beach. People drill deep into the seafloor looking for oil and gas. Some people even use special equipment that produces sound waves to find fish and other things underwater. Like humans, sea animals need to communicate with one another to find food, mates, and their way around. But man-made noises disturb their signals. The noises cause sea animals to get lost and be unable to hear their prey coming or their mates calling. Some become injured or end up dying because their signals get confused. Underwater noise pollution cannot be seen, but it's obvious that we are harming ocean life. So, we must reduce noise pollution as soon as possible. Lastly, I want to tell you about unique music made with unusual instruments. There is a group called Stomp. They perform a unique combination of percussion, dancing, and visual comedy. They stomp around the stage and create rhythms by beating or stepping on everyday things. Let's listen to them. As you can see, anything can turn into a percussion instrument as long as it makes a sound. All you need is your imagination. There is another group called the Vegetable Orchestra. They make all kinds of instruments with vegetables. They make flutes with carrots, and they hit pumpkins like drums. These instruments play different notes, and together they produce beautiful harmonies. Let's listen to them. Because the instruments only last for one day, the performers make new ones for its performance. So, you don't need to buy expensive instruments to make music. Just take a look around your house. You can make your own instrument out of an everyday object and create your own unique music. Thank you for listening.
Okay. So, are you enjoying this so far? Hopefully you can take some new information with you back home. Okay, we're going to take about short 5-minute break for you to visit the restrooms and just stretch, and then we will resume with the middle school division about 5 minutes later.